Greetings, people of the Web of Inters. So this is a thing that went well and then not went well and then went back unwell again. So it was supposed to be a live stream jointly with Rob from Beards and Bangers, but for some reason the link won't work. So I think I'm going to do what you do, Simone, and have another go at StreamYard, because that seems to be a lot easier because it's web based. The YouTube one seems to try and open the app, or it tries to. So Simone is here, and Simone introduces herself into the group of just me and you, I think, Simone. With morning, somewhere it is. What you been up to today, Simone? Let's get this stream started with just me and you. Oh, and then Jolly Juju's in. Greetings, Flower Man. Oh yeah, there are flowers, but there's also koi carp there as well. I thought I might as well get some use out of this. Seems I bought it like 3 years ago and I've never worn it. It can be my streaming t-shirt. How about that? Streaming t-shirt. I'll just play my Game Boy for a bit. Genuine Game Boy. Look, genuine. Oh, bugger, I lost. Norman Oswald Butler, or Norman for short, is back. Although he's got a problem with his back by the looks of it. Poor old Norman, what's he been up to? Simone says she went to Salt Ash Pride. Great fun. Sounds awesome. What goes off there? What went off there, Simone? Was there fun stuff? Was there non-fun stuff? What's it like? I've never been to a Pride event. Although it is Pride Month, isn't it? Yeah, I've never been to a Pride event, so you'll have to fill us in what it's like. From an outsider's point of view, it just looks like a hell of a lot of having fun. Pretty much like anything else that's an event, really. And we should ask Norman if he's ever been to a Pride event. Oh dear. Oh, I should have put that microphone in. Except I've been out today, so all my stuff's in a bag. And the bag ain't here. Oh, you can see it landing from here. Let me go and close the door. That's not very professional. There you go, that's better, isn't it? Now you can't see it landing. Nobody wants to see a landing. Norman Oswald Butler says, I had half a pint of London Pride once, cost me a bloody fortune. Well, that's a different type of pride, I believe, Norman. This place gets covered in cat fur more quickly than a fast thing. Simone Light says, live music, food, colourful goodies to buy and drink. Sadly, they had no food. No food? Oh, they're just asking for trouble selling drinks but no food. What's that all about? And then Juju's complaining again. I didn't get a notification for the Robin U Live, even though I'm sure I clicked notify. Well, maybe it's because it messed up. But yeah, it worked when I streamed with Jack, so I wonder whether it's I wonder whether it's because Rob uses his laptop for YouTube and I was using the app on both phones. I wonder if it's I wonder if it has to use the app and that's the difference. That might be it, because you have to use the YouTube app. That could be it. Simone had no notification either. There's a conspiracy by YouTube to to stop me and Rob being on the same stream. How ridiculoso. Norman says, I'm in that Rob's house and I blame evil spirits. This is a nice cupboard. You're in a cupboard? Oh, bloody hell. What does Rob keep in that cupboard? If it's clanky or rubbery feeling, get out of that cupboard, Norman. My beer looks very, very light. Thank you. It's water, isn't it? Because I've already had wine today. Well, I'll tell you a bit about where I've been today. I'm going to do a video on it anyway. But you might have seen me trying to live stream it earlier before my battery went flat, even though there were nothing really happening. I should have live streamed from the paddock where people were, but you know, well, we're too far away from paddock then to once I started to get back, I were on my way back when battery went out. So I've been to Harewood Hill Climb today, and if you don't know where that is, it's just outside Leeds, basically. So it's well, if you were going somewhere and you just carry on up M1 for about 1 million years until you got to Leeds, and then you'd carry on a bit longer, and then it's basically just north of Leeds. And it's a nice enough place. It's a fairly well thought out track and stuff. I'll read you a bit of the history of Harewood. So it was created in 2012 to celebrate 2 anniversaries of the Yorkshire Centre of the British Automobile Racing Club activities at Harewood. They were the 50th anniversary of the building and opening of the hill climb at Stockton Farm, and the 20th anniversary of the extension of the track, which created the longest hill climb in England. That is quite cool because it is long. The intention was to list as much of the possible right. So that's the history done with, basically. That's just telling me about the website after that. So yeah, if you go to the website, it's got a little bit about the thing, but then there's loads of images as well, like archive images and stuff. They run various championships throughout the year, and yeah, you generally see various sort of clubs as well joining on there and having events and stuff. These been MG days, and I think last one that was a specific mark was Aston Martin that we went to. But when you go down, it's never just one thing. There's always sort of various classes and categories, and even if it's like a club day, there'll be other things as well. So there's normally quite a good spread. To date, we're vintage and classic, so pretty much everything we're vintage and classic. Tomorrow is more of a championship day, so there'll be a bigger variety there tomorrow. Norman Butler says, I think it may be that Louis the Cat, unless it's that bearded bloke's wig. It could be. Smo says, tomorrow after work, working on a Sunday. What's that all about? I need to get to work on TC again. I jacked up the car yesterday and got scared. I have to lift the car on a slope. Ooh, be careful. Chock the wheels. Get yourself a good set of wheel chocks, Simone. That helps a lot. I fixed Henny's exhaust yesterday at some silly time after I'd had a couple of beers, and I was trying to reverse up the ramps, but because they weren't level, it was just pushing one of the ramps backwards, so I gave up in the end and I managed to fix it from having the back end just sticking out over the garden. But yeah, be careful with stuff like that. Black Lines is here. Greetings. How are you doing today? And Rob from Beards and Bangs is here. Be careful, Rob. There's a nut job in your cupboard. And then everybody's saying hi to everyone. Simone asks Norman, does he drink tea from the 70s? And then Juju says hi Black Lines and hi Rob, and then Black Line says hi Juju. Oh no, he says hi Ujudge. He's going back to your old name there, Ju. And Matt's here, Mr. Underscore, the unpaid intern and understudy. Oh, Simone, I have to get the entire car. Oh, are you doing that thing where you have to run the wheels while they're off the ground, so you need everything? You should be all right with 4 axle stands. Um, we've done that with MG before, so yeah, you should be all right. But if it's on a slope, that's the tricky bit. Is the garage on a slope, or are you having to do it out of the garage? I can imagine you having to do it out of the garage. I'm asking all sorts of silly questions. Masks. Matt asks, "How are we all?" We are good. We are good, Matt. Spent a nice day out in the summer. Well, nice morning out in the summer sun. Sat on a grass bank watching cars fly around. And then walking around the paddock, which was very illuminating. I met a very nice guy who I believe may have been the original Norman Butler. I'll obviously elaborate if you want me to, but I'm not going to say any more unless you ask. Norman says, I don't drink tea. Cabbage water is too nice. Cabbage water, Norman? What the hell? Is that a Yorkshire thing? I've never heard of that before. Black Lines says to Simone, honestly, Simone, I wouldn't take the risk. It should be all right if it's on level ground, but yeah, if you're on a slope, that's not worth it, really. Yeah, Black Line says it only needs to go wrong once. That is true. That is true. Yeah, you don't want to squish your sen. Or anybody else, really. Matt says it's a living. It ain't though, is it? Because you're unpaid. Rob says, apologies that the joint live didn't work. Simon and me shall try again. Yes, we shall. Yes, we shall. Next time, we'll have to try it on your phone, Rob, to see if it's an app thing. Unless you did try it on your phone. I don't know. We'll communicate. We'll do a test one day as a surprise. Or we'll try the StreamYard thing. Simone says, I need to jiggle the drivetrain. My eyebrows don't move, so I can't do that. Whatever floats your boat, to be honest, Simone. If you want to jiggle a drivetrain. Oh, Matt's hoping to catch the sunset at Allport Heights, but he needs to get a bath first. Are you going to have a bath at Allport Heights? That could be quite tricky. Norman Butler says, hello. Hello, Norman. We can see you. We can see you there, Norman, in your crumpety profile picture. Blacklight says, I've mown and trimmed my lawns in the sun, ate a pizza and drank a pint of lemonade. Good times. Now I want a pizza. We had, what do they, Judge, what do they call what we had for dinner? Is it gyros or something? I can't remember, like Japanese pasty things. Oh, the bit like momos, to be honest, that Boaty makes, but they weren't spicy. Maybe they're the same sort of thing. Someone says, I had the car off the ground when I was welding it. Okay, well, you've done it before, so should be alright. Rob says, I've tried 4 devices, this is the way. It is a bit annoying, that, isn't it? We'll have to say we'll sort it out. Even if it's just StreamYard, innit? Someone says, I'll bring it down to the house, even though it will be roadside, it's flat. Yeah, definitely. Black Lines could do with his drivetrain jiggled, to be honest. Well, Simone Giglio. Norman says, is this the Virgin live chat? It is. That's exactly what it is, Norman. You're the Virgin live chat. Matt. Hello, Norman. Normsky Butler. Gyoza, that's it. Simone hears that pickled red cabbage water is nice. I doubt it very much. We've got some pickled red cabbage in the fridge. We're already talking about food, and I'm hungry now. I mean, it's gone dinner time, so I should be. But I've got some more lights down here, and I don't even know whether they're making any difference. I'll put my hand here. Well, they are making a bit of difference. Can't see on the stream. Oh, it's not making any difference on the stream, is it now? Jack's sunbathing. Jack is sunbathing on the windowsill and doing his best to ignore me every time I say Jack. Every time I say Jack, his ears move, but his head doesn't turn. It's like he's listening to me say Jack, but he's ignoring me. Simone says my drive train might get a jiggle soon. You want your drive train to get a jiggle so it doesn't get a wobble. That's what you need, Simone. Matt, I'm always well. Mental health doctor said I'm cured. Well, he said I'm past help, so potato, apple tree and all that. Oh, Simone, chicken and chips. Ah. Now I want to order chicken and chips from Chippy. Flipping Nora. Blooming heck. I'm starving now. Blackline says, ooh, with gravy. Gravy with chicken and chips. I'm not sure how I feel about that. If I'm having deep fried chicken from Chippy, I don't like sauce and stuff on it. Maybe not even curry really. Beans is about where I'd go. Yeah, exactly, Juju. Chips. Chips. See, as soon as we start, people start making us eat chips. I can only begin to imagine _ what the hell that means. I saw that Norman Butler left Rob a crumpet earlier. Not the kind of crumpet I think Rob was hoping for, but a crumpet nonetheless. Yeah, I mean, you might convince me to try it if we end up ordering. That is correct, Juju. We could have chips and then blame Simone. Simone, how do you feel about being the scapegoat for our ordering chippies from the Chippy? Chippies from the Chippy, Chippy from the Chippy. What do you think about that? How do you think about that? Simone says, breast is best, as they say. Well, that is very true in more than one way. That's not the phrase. What's the phrase? That's not right. In more ways than one. Yeah, that's it. It feels weird doing a live on a Saturday evening. Oh, Matt. To be honest, I don't think you missed out on anything. In more ways than one, that's it. Yeah, I sent him a couple of messages about that, and he was like, "Yeah, they're really nice, but the seating position's terrible." And I'm thinking, are they that much different? You tell me, Matt. Is your seating position? Oh, this is only going to be work if you've ever been in a 25. Is the seating position in a streetwise a lot different than a 25? Somehow, I don't mind being a scapegoat. I can eat grass in the garden then. What's your garden like, Simone? Is it like attached is it attached to your living property? Because that's kind of what I know Juju misses it, but that's kind of part of what I miss as well. Like our garden, we've got the back of our house, and then we've got a shared driveway bit that we don't use because we've got a separate bit, and then our garden. So we don't have that direct bit from the back of our house to the garden, and that does kind of grate me a little bit. It's true, Matt. The most famous Streetwise on YouTube title is now in jeopardy. I don't think it is anymore. I think as soon as that video got released, it wasn't. Pink and Conquer says, "Wow, daytime live is so realistic. Are you really there?" I think I am. Hang on. Oh, I can't. I'm going to take a photo of myself with this to prove it. Let's have a look. Just make sure. I'll turn this phone on and then I'll take a picture of myself, just to prove that I am actually here. I'll run through some of the cars that we're running today. Oh yeah, cool. Yeah, definitely Simone. Blah blah. What's so Rob's gone all wet in his pants and said Streetwise. Matt says, I'm not driven a 25, but passenger seat seems the same. Okay. Yeah, I didn't expect him to be any different. Never ask a lady about her garden. Or always ask a lady about her garden. So now, as long as we don't get onto the topic of back gardens and front gardens, we should be fine. Rob will take the title eventually, so I'm already prepared for my demise. Rob says, my big Streetwise video will be out this coming week, and yes, we do talk about diesels on this channel. Oh no, not again. It's a Victor, isn't it? I'm trying to think back to... I know a couple of contractors that I used to do stuff for had Victors, and they were generally quite reliable. So yeah, you shouldn't have a problem. Once you've got it sorted, it shouldn't be fine. Should be fine. Right, let's have a look. See if I do exist. Are you ready? I believe that's how you're supposed to take a selfie. I should be there. You should be able to see that picture, and that proves that I do exist. I do actually exist. Now let's delete that. And turn this phone off. What have I missed up to now? Pingu says underscore Streetwise is still the coolest on Tinterweb in my opinion. Only because it's got that cool box in it with loads of pop in it. Oh lordy, Simone is talking about a back garden. Calm down, Norman. Calm down. Sharon's gone now. It was that fleeting chance of romance that you missed out on because of Mrs. Butler, who then did a jolly with Gardner. Thanks, Black Lines. Definitely been practicing. Do we have an update on a Project Nigel HQ bacon in the air? I don't know what that means, Matt, but apparently you're supposed to be setting an event up today or tomorrow, and it should be next Sunday. Hopefully. Hi, Mickey Jeffries. Hope you're well. Juju says, maybe someday we'll have enough money to buy a nice house that's attached to its garden, and then we'd make a catio and a bonito, and I don't know where I'm going with that. No, I don't either. But yeah, that'd be cool. You'd have to have a garage. That's the problem. Like before, it would have been nice to have a garage, but since we've got a garage, I've filled it, so we kind of need to have a garage now. Otherwise, Margaret's got to be outside, and Margaret don't like being outside. Oh, meet up. Oh, Matt. Oh. Simone always manages to make me laugh. Leslie Ash herself looks proper rough now, though, doesn't she? I'm gonna Google it. I'm gonna Google it. Oh yeah, she's got a bit bonkers, hasn't she? Yeah, she's got big rubber lips, like inflatables. Crazy lady. Crazy lady. User says, yes, big garage is mandatory. A good question, Norman. Where is Dinosaur Dad? I don't know what time it is in Dinosaur Dad land. He was there earlier. Maybe it was late for him, and now it's super late. Matt. Matt says, I wanted to live somewhere without neighbours. I still live in the same house, but I have a patio now. Oh, Jack's just fell off the windowsill. Poor Jack. You woke up now. That woke you up. Bless him. No, there was funny you should mention neighbours anyway. So do you remember there was the whole big hoo-ha about it being the last episode of Neighbours and that they were stopping making it after so many years? Well, it's only been off air for like 8 months or something, and they're starting to film a new. Start again. They're starting to film it again now, but same people in it, just obviously some extras. Careful, Jack. Yeah, I know. There's no need to moan though, is there? I mean, it's not me that made you jump off at windowsill. You could have just walked across and jumped down at end. You want me to open the door for you? Cat. You don't want me to open the door for you. You're on the interwebs. Yeah. You're on the interwebs. Oh my god. Oh, Jack. What a little man. Where did we get up to? Someone says, oh, pants, I forgot to set up my premiere for tonight. You pudding. Get on it. Simone mentions Brookside. Do you know Brookside was the first TV programme to air a girl-on-girl lesbian kiss? It's true. And I think it was, I can't remember now. Who were it that were in Brookside? That went on to do other stuff. Oh, what was his name? I think it was that went out with him that does Ali G. Oh, somebody else will figure it out. Yeah, Amazon, I think. Judy says, Pingu, he always does. He's the best. And thank you for being so kind, brother. Oh, Michelle's here. Hi, Michelle. Hope you're having a good, what's it, evening here. So that means it's afternoon there. Yeah. Everybody says hello to Michelle. Oh, travelling the USA in a motorhome. I assume if he's travelling the USA in a motorhome, it'll be a big motorhome, not like the ones that we have here. Is it? Are motorhomes called RVs, or are they two different things? Pingu Concord says, yes, I'm having a happy and productive week so far. And Genevieve is here as well. Howdy. Hope everyone's doing well. So we're just having a bit of a live stream. Just to we were supposed to be me and Rob together, but we're just doing a little bit of a live stream now, just for a bit, just to see what happens. Simone says, "How long are you live for, Simon?" I don't know, maybe an hour, something like that. Take us up to about 8. No, no longer than that. I've not really got anything to talk about. An RV, yes, cool. Yeah, I thought they were. But I'm old and Canadian. All right, okay, so it could be an old Canadian thing. And Norman butts in. Is this the TDI clinic? Well, it could be. Depends what you need doing to your TDI, Norman. To be honest. Right. I'll remember with my mind that we got to Pingu's comment because I need to go and put some more water in here. So while I do that, you guys come up with some more comments, ask questions, give me topic ideas, anything like that at all. So back in a second. Want to tickle Jack's butt? Tickle, tickle. Haha. Tickle, tickle, tickle. Tickle, tickle, tickle. Tickle, tickle, tickle. Tickle, tickle, tickle. Got your foot again. I better not disturb them actually, otherwise they'll come and start walking all over the desk and that. Right annoying. Where did we get up to then? There we go. So one car sold and gone today. New car being collected tomorrow. Is it another Rover, Pingu, or is it something super special, spectacular, cool? Norman tells everyone that he's got spots on his waffle valve. What you need there then, Norman, is give it a good buff up with some Ertasol. That kind of clears spots up on most metal items. Rosp. Oh my god, I can't pronounce people's names today. Rob asks, Pingu, what's he sold today? And then Pingu asks me, have you got any more paintwork to do on Henny? Blah, 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 no, I don't think so. What I do have to do though is flatten off where I've painted and see if I can get it flatter and more shiny. I might need to put another couple of lacquer coats on it, and then I need to do corrective work on the rest of it and see how good it comes out. I'm not holding up much hope, to be honest. There's a bit of sill I think I might need a patch welding on, and then I need to go round. Basically, I need to get it up on ramps and go around underneath her and make sure she's all right from underneath. Genevieve's on her way off. Take care. Have a good afternoon. Hope to see you soon. Pingu Concord says it's a 216 coupe that is sold. Coupes are nice. My mind went to cabriolet, which I don't really like, but coupes are nice. Michelle says, love your wall covering or wallpaper. Yeah, Julie picked it. Yeah, it's really relaxing and calm. It's got foxes on it and pink tortoises and hedgehogs and squiggles. What else is there? I thought there was something else. Oh no, a little pink bird and some bumblebees. It's mental. I think it's kiddies wallpaper, to be honest. Like for like a nursery or something. Underscore Matt. Waffle butties are a fraud. It's a waffle in a bun. I dispute its name. No, I agree. It can be that. In fact, we need to start doing that. That needs to be a thing. Maybe that's what. Maybe we need to have waffle butties at Project Nigel's meet. I'm just thinking how we can cook the waffles though. Pingu says tomorrow's purchase will be for my son, and it's not a Rover. What? There's other cars? Crazy. Michelle says ever stripped layer after layer of the stuff. The 70s were an epic decade. Yeah, our dining room had got some. Were it the dining room or our bedroom? One room had got some wallpaper on it, and I just kept getting little glimpses of bit of it, and I thought, oh, it's like some like ancient Rome drawings or something. So I just kept getting like heads and arms and stuff. And then when I managed to get a full piece off it, it was just footballers. Blooming drawings of footballers. What the hell's that all about? Matt said I would use better grammar and emojis, but I'm on the Chromebook and I suck at it. Don't worry about it, Matt. Juju says, Pingu, that's brilliant. Have you ever thought of making your own little channel? I think everyone in the community should, because you're all brilliant. And then she says, hello to Genevieve and Michelle. Again? I thought you'd already said hello. Michelle says, pretty kitty. Don't say that to him. He already thinks he's like the god of the house. He's a right nutter. That's Jack, by the way. Where did we get up to? Rob says, is it a saxo? So Rob asks Pingu if he's buying a saxo. I like saxos, to be honest. Simone says, done Premier set up for a 9 at 8:30 hours sharp. So I shall make sure that we're off and hopefully our dinner's arrived by then. And Michelle says, oh, I thought it was just floral. I would show it you, but I don't know whether I'd be able to get the camera back. Like, let me try and show it you. There you go. So there's like little people on it and stuff. It's all people-y. I don't know whether that's in the same place. We shall see, won't we, when I start looking at a camera and I'm like, bloody hell, I'm not even on picture. Pingu says, it's not a saxo, the only French things I like are 205s and a judge. Yeah, 205s aren't bad, are they, Pingu? Michelle, maybe meant for kiddies and there's older kiddies. Yeah, definitely. Simone says, what if it's a blue waffle butty? Nobody needs to know that, Simone. Nobody needs to see that. Juju says, there is no such thing as kid wallpaper. Excuse me, there is good wallpaper and bad wallpaper. This wallpaper is good. This wallpaper is bad. Matt says, other cars are available and the door is over there. Michelle says it's like a time capsule wallpaper. It is true, and it's normally a bad time capsule. In fact, most of our house, I'm trying to think if there's been a room that's not had it, has had that horrible blown vinyl stuff which bloody takes ages to strip off, which is why most of the time you'll see our walls are all lumpy behind wallpaper because it's really, I get as much off as possible and that's it. I can't be bothered with steamer and things. Plus every time I've used steamer before I've had to replaster a wall, so our house is old. I think it's from the 1930s, I think. Early 1930s, I think. Yeah, I think so. I think that's what it said, didn't it, Udge? Or were it 50s? I don't think. I can't bloody remember. Where did we get up to? Yeah, Michelle, he is on his throne. Oh, more clues from Pingu. It's Japanese, 4x4, but not enough roader. That sounds like it'd be like an Impreza or something. But that won't make sense. Oh, Matt. Michelle adores it. Good, I'm glad you like it. It is like, it's like the glittery leaves and stuff are the coolest bit as well. It's very nice. And now this is not... We put that up when this were before this were our bedroom, I think. Is that right, Udge? But now it's my sort of creative room, and then the little room that's got the manic wallpaper that's like planets and stuff. That's my work room. I've got all the rooms. I've got the garage. I've got 2 rooms. I've got all the rooms. As usually says, I think it's 40s. Well, it has to be. It'll have to be after 45. Then we won't. They wouldn't have been building new houses during what? Norman says the wallpaper is too modern. Well, everyone's entitled to their own opinion, no matter how wrong they are, aren't they, Norman? I wonder if you can get crumpet wallpaper. I reckon that'd be the kind of thing like in the 70s where they had big shapes and stuff. I reckon there'd be. I reckon there's a 70s wallpaper. There's loads of circles with little bubbles in them. I bet you can. I bet you can get crumpet wallpaper. In fact, I'm gonna Google that now. Crumpet wallpaper. Crumpet wallpaper. No, obviously it's giving me crumpet wallpaper for computers. I'm actual real wallpaper that's crumpets. Ugh. Who would ever thought the word wallpaper would be so destroyed now with computers? Crumpet wall covering. No. We should do that. We should make crumpet wallpaper because it doesn't appear that anybody's done that yet. So that's your next project there, Norm. Get making some crumpet wallpaper. Yeah, the 60s are kind of cool. Like all the paisley and stuff. I like that kind of thing. Pingu says, my little cottage was built in the 1920 and everything is on the wonk. Yeah, I find that like one of our windows is like they put the window in and then when they've done the sides of the windows, they start off like that at top. And then this one, as you get further to the bottom, it kind of gets further in, so it's like narrower at the bottom by about that much than it is at top. I don't think I'm psychic, Bingo. Esmo says, yeah, her home was built in the 1950s. Cool. Tradios. You need a mechanical mind for crumpet wallpaper. You do. And also a big printing machine. Very difficult. Well, I'm sure you can do it, Norman. You're a crumpet expert. Crumpet wallpaper should have flavouring. What, so you can lick the crumpet wallpaper? I'm not sure I'm down for licking wallpaper, Simone. I mean, they say don't knock it till you've tried it, but there we go. As you said, I think it said 1940, but I might be wrong. We'll find out and update everyone on this matter because I'm sure you're all eager to find out. So, Michelle, you've put crumpets and English muffins. So, what's your favourite out of crumpets and muffins? In fact, everyone. In fact, there you go. Put a poll in the chat. I'm going to vote. Will it let me vote? Where did we get up to? Oh, so crumpet is like from the 60s actually. I think is like like a term for a woman, like an attractive, well, not even necessarily attractive, like a flirtatious woman, a bit of crumpet. Yeah, I think most of, yeah, I can't think what program. It looks like a Carry On film sort of term, but it's obviously not from Carry On films. Just George Roger Botti is here. The name's Roger Botti, Mr. George Roger Botti, international gigolo, don't you know? International gigolo, don't you know? Simone says she loves cheese. Cheese is a good food group. Roger Botti says, "Ooh, one loves a good muffin, eh? What, ladies?" Do you love a good muffin, George? Because that'd mean that you were the one with the muff. Michelle's voted. Matt's off to have a bath. Fantastic. Pingu says, also I have met the famous Nitro Sylvia this week and bought some BRM wheels from him for your 218 IS. I don't know who that is, Pingu. Is that a channel? I'll have to look at that. Yeah, Michelle, like a bit like a top. It's just basically a term for a woman, really. I shouldn't have added Crumpet Wink into that because Crumpet Wink's winning. Simone, muff diving is fun. What I'll try and do, Michelle, I'm trying to think of a program they've got it in. Yeah, it's not really like a type of woman. It's just I suppose nowadays it might not. Oh, language is so complicated. Like you could use it in the phrase like, "Where are you off to tonight?" Oh, I'm off down to pub with lads to see if we can grab a bit of crumpet. That sort of thing. But obviously, you wouldn't. It's not a phrase used nowadays. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Cheeky, yeah, it's like a cheeky phrase. That makes sense. Juju says English muffins. Is that the ones you use as breakfast sandwich, and blueberry muffins are the cake ones? Yeah, English muffins are the one that are like you use the bread cake, but the smaller and stuff like you get from McDonald's if you had a sausage McMuffin. Pingu says he's not been allowed to dabble in crumpet since 1995 when he met his missus. There's no good comes from dabbling in crumpet, let me tell you. Well, we're getting 6 minutes away from stoppingness. Anybody got any questions, any topics, anything exciting that they're doing tomorrow? I think tomorrow I'm doing finally doing a review of my dad's MGB because it's all back together again, and yeah. So hopefully, well, I should be getting over to his house, taking it out somewhere, doing a bit of a walk round, doing a drive review. I've driven MGBs before, but he says this one handles better than ones we've had before. So we'll see. We'll see. And Norman Butler says, "Oh, you can't beat crumpets." You can't, Norman. It's not allowed. That's called assault and battery. Pingu confirms, yeah, Nitro Sylvia is a channel famous for his SD1 diesel restoration. Okay, I must check that out. Matt says, so was Donald Trump wrongly accused? He was just doing the breakfast run and grabbing a crumpet. Simone says blueberry muffins are fantastic. Yeah, when it comes to a muffin, that kind of muffin, I don't mind any of them apart from chocolate muffins. Chocolate muffins are a bit crap. Norman says, "Have you tried car jam with crumpets?" Everybody should try car jam. Norman's special car jam is the best car jam. Oh, Juju asked Michelle, what's some American or Canadian food that you'd recommend to us? Pingu says, sounds like a good video. I'm going to try and do 2 or 3 videos out of it, Pingu. Yeah, I should be able to get a few out there. And I might have to do voiceovers as well to like talk about tech stuff because my memory's terrible. Like Rob can talk for ages about facts and stuff. They just come. Whereas I just completely forget. I go, oh, that's a nice colour, and that's about it. That's true, Matt. Chocolate muffins are chocolate. Oh, poutine. That's like chips with cheese curds, and I'm sure there was something else. We had some of that too when we went to that World Food Market, um, maybe 6 years ago, something like that, and it was nice. We enjoyed that. In fact, there's a photo of you eating it. Yeah, exactly, Norman. Alan. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he has fixed it. Um, we need to get that out on Ruud and his scooter. He's not been out on that for a while. Someone says you can beat crumpets with a big stick. That is true. You can beat crumpets with a big stick. You shouldn't, but you can. Crispy French fries, beef gravy, and cheese curds. Oh yeah, that was the gravy bit that we're missing. Yeah, it was really nice when we had that. I think it has have sour cream with it as well. I can't remember. It's like a long time ago, but yeah, it was nice. I enjoyed that. Pingu says, "What do you prefer, MGB or Spitfire?" I think a Spitfire, to be honest. MGBs are all right, but I think I prefer Spitfire. We're at the GT6 that's like a coupe Spitfire with a hardtop. That's my favourite. Matt's trying to defend chocolate muffins again. You can't defend them. Juju says, I just looked at Poutine, whatever how you pronounce it, on Google and she's very hungry right now. This new, yeah, it is, isn't it, Matt? This new heart thing in the chat is in the way. Yeah, when you're on a mobile, it covers up the last part of the messages. Michelle says it's so good. Yeah, it is. It is nice. Life should be enjoyed, Michelle. You're right. Make it as enjoyable for yourself and others. No sour cream. I assume that that's in relation to the poutine thing, not life. No sour cream in life. Ew. See, the thing with the Spitfire, they've just got more style about them. Or maybe it's that I've spent like a lot of time around MGBs. And yeah, I don't know. Like my dad's MGB, I really like it, but I do seriously think it needs lowering, and that'd be the icing on the cake. Yeah. Michelle says. Matt says, I can defend them. I'll throw all the bloody blueberry muffins at you and defend the chocolate ones. But you can have the chocolate ones. Michelle says, I got called a Spitfire the other day. I was having a lovely conversation with him and his friend, William and Noel. What? You got called a Spitfire? Simone says, out of sour cream, sour bread, and sour milk, milk is always the worst. It is true. Michelle said, I assumed they were a married couple. I don't know what the phrase being called a Spitfire is. It must be something weird. Must be something American. That doesn't mean that it's weird. Right, we've hit the magic 8 o'clock. So I shall have a look at the poll. Let's have a look. Let's end the poll. Oh, there we go. 9 people voted. So the votes are in. Which is best? No one voted for muffins, so muffins are out. Crumpets, 33%. Norm, 33%. So 3 people voted for crumpets. And then crumpet, wink wink, got 66%. That's 6 people that voted for a bit of crumpet. So there you go. Alright, so they met through a group where you, and that kind of made you think that there might be a couple. Cool, it makes sense. We are lucky to have a Spitfire fly over our house every Sunday. So every sunny day, always sounds awesome. They have, is it? Yeah, they've got massive engines, haven't they? Matt looks at the poll results and says, majority of us are perverts. Excellent, I'm on the right place. Oh, okay. So a character, i.e. a Spitfire. Okay, that's kind of a cool phrase. I like that. But you say that, Simone. You say that, but it depends on the Spitfire. Depends on the crumpet. Sometimes the crumpets last too long. 27-litre, 12-cylinder Merlin. There's is it? We're at Elvington. I think it were Elvington. There's Elvington Air Museum's really good, and there's a mate of my dad's whose friend works on some of the engines there, and that were quite cool. We went to watch them working on I think that were a Merlin engine they were working on. That were interesting. Right, I shall bid you all a fond farewell. So thank you all for joining. It's been a pleasure, and we will definitely next time get the dual streaming set up and working so we can banter between us and do whatever random nonsense we come up with. So thank you very much for joining. Speak to you all later. Have a lovely evening. Let's see if I can find... Oh, do you think I'll be able to find a nice song to play us out with? Let's have a look. Let's try this one.
Mr. George,
Oh, it's loud.
Roger Botsy, Mr. George, Roger Botsy is our friend.
That's true.
The kind of friend
You're
see
welcome, Michelle.
once a
Have a
week.
lovely evening. Quick,
In
Simone, go and
your-
pee.
Mr. George Roger, Mr. George Roger Botsy.
This one's for you, George.
Mr. George Roger Botsy, Mr. George Roger Botsy.
I wrote this for another channel, Michelle.
Mr. George Roger Botsy, Mr. George Roger Botsy, Mr. George Roger Botsy. Look at his face and remember his name. Mr. George Roger Botsy, Mr. George Roger, Mr. George Roger Botsy.
Didn't take very long.
George Roger Botsy is his name.
The ending bit's a bit spooky, really.
Mr. George Roger Botsy, Mr. George Roger Botsy, Mr. George Roger Botsy. Oh, it's Mr. George Roger Botsy,
Nearly ending, you're alright.
Roger Botsy. Don't forget his name, Mr.
There we go. Have a good one, guys. Take care. Bye bye.